in the case of Obama and in the case of George W. Bush, foreign policy had come to be centralized in the White House, I think to an almost unprecedented degree, and certainly in the Obama White House. I mean, every significant issue of foreign policy was dealt with in the White House by the president with his Einstein-like brain and his staff. And we are now, Trump has now taken this to an absolutely absurd place, We have reversed ourselves in the course of 100 days on some of the most frightening and fundamental issues of American foreign policy and national security policy. I mean, these flip-flops are not amusing because they're not about small things. They're really not. And again, in some cases, I think the flop was better than the flip, and you could call it a learning curve. So I actually much prefer the adversarial attitude we have towards Russia and Putin right now. On the other hand, I think it would be an exaggeration to call it a policy, because I simply have no way to know. Putin may actually go on television tomorrow and say that he thinks Trump is a very handsome man, and our policy might change.
That would be extremely well advised.
I mean, look, you know, it would be the right play. It's obvious, right? It's obvious. So I think that, and all of this, the lack of experience, and I say the startling lack of knowledge. I mean, I don't know, frankly, how you get to be a sentient 70-year-old in New York and know this little. I honestly don't understand. It's almost a kind of it's clinically fascinating in some way. But the startling lack of knowledge, combined with the ever-shifting, with the moodiness, the volatility of the thing, combined with the stakes involved in some of these crises. I mean, we are, you know, Obama did not leave the world in good shape. The world was anyway in very bad shape. In many places, crises are happening in slow motion, fast motion. This is not, I mean, it's a perfect storm. I mean, this is not the time for this sort of man to be living in that house. So you put these, I'm enormously concerned.